Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Sucks at the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Daily Challenges. Here we go. Daily Challenge, we're playing as Azazel. Oh god. Have they rebuffed Azazel after his nerf accidentally? I certainly hope so, but I guess, again, we're all kind of in the same boat here, aren't we? I will take Bomberman on the Daily Challenge. This should be the daily... Oh, we're doing a lot of damage. For November 6th, 2015, in case you were confused about what year it was. So Azazel seems weaker, but not so weak right now as to be completely unplayable. Which is what I was concerned about when people were like, oh my god, Azazel is like unbelievably bad now. I probably am lucky enough that I missed the entire Azazel being super shitty period, which is awesome. That was also the worst phase of Picasso's career. Azazel being shitty period. Can't open that, unfortunately. You know... Ooh, that was pretty good. You know my style right now for daily challenges. It hasn't always worked out, but basically, get exactly as many consumables as you can within 20 minutes, no more, no less. And make sure that you do make it out by 20 minutes. We are using a lot of bombs here, which is really bad from a consumable standpoint, obviously, but then obviously it just paid for itself right there anyway. We might need those bombs for actually... Whoa, don't walk into either of the fires. Maybe I should have been more specific. We may need those bombs to actually do combat damage to some enemies, but as long as Little Horn's bombs also get the Bomberman effect, and then he just teleports anywhere close to them, life is good. Obviously, I took some terrible damage there. I will take Magic 8-Ball, which I should not have, because it did cost me some points, but we'll head downwards. I've realized that I've been too negative about daily challenges. Let's see where we're going here. It looks like Mom's Heart. I realize that I've been too negative about daily challenges, because I'm starting to get people tweeting me like, well, if you don't like daily challenges, just don't play them. You know, I like daily challenges, I just have some small issues with the way that the scoring is done. And that's true in, like, Spelunky as well. Like, in Spelunky, for a long time, I didn't necessarily like that daily challenges were decided entirely based on, you know, not only who lives longer, but also who would just ghost gems, right? And I just got over it. Maybe we'll get over it here. But I find that specious reasoning, you know? If you don't like it, don't play it, because I am having a good time here. Also, I've just performed really badly on dailies lately, so I'm in a bad place. Do we want technology as Azazel? I actually don't think so. Apologize, the room transitions are looking a little framey for whatever reason. Oh, we're getting some bloops in the background, too. Maybe that explains it right there. Alright. I don't think I'm going to... Oh, yeah, we'll take Quad Shot for sure. It's going to make the rate of fire for this run just god-awful, but when it actually gets ready to fire, it should kill most enemies in one hit. And most bosses in one hit, for that matter. But remember, you know, we're going to try to only take items that are absolutely essential, or at least add something to the run. If something is just like, you know, oh, this is a bad example because I took this, but if something is just like a shot speed upgrade, I'm probably not going to be super invested in it. Even though I literally was when I picked it up. But anyway, we wanted to use the Sun card on this floor so we can keep the Fool card. Now that I think about it, the Fool card is not that relevant because we're not going to want to teleport out of Boss Rush. We actually definitely want to do Boss Rush, but let's see what we can get going here first. I think it is cost effective. I'm so used to saying cost prohibitive that that word felt foreign coming out of my mouth. It was like trying to say sand or something like that, but it's cost effective to go to our secret room, which means it's probably cost effective to use a bomb instead of a key to go into our shop and just see what we've got on there, although I can't imagine myself buying anything right now. We will take growth hormones for extra damage, and we will definitely take Death's Touch for extra damage as well. So this is not even like a glass cannon run. This run is actually just really, really strong in pretty much every regard right now. I think we should throw a bomb down there as well. Got a nickel out of it. Was it worth it? I don't know, mathematically speaking. I certainly hope so, though. I really messed that one up, but I thought we could get both of them because our speed was high enough, but it was not. Life goes on. Okay. Walk into the fire again. These are obviously, you know, examples of preventable damage. But life goes on. I'll be happy as long as we can at least finish this daily today, which we really should considering we're Azazel, but also I've had some shit performances lately. Rate of fire is so low. We'd be very wise to raise that if we could. I've made a terrible mistake. Get them to walk into the fire, please. They walk around the fire now? What is this witchcraft? Oh, good. That's alright. Oh, my God. I'm not going to sweat the time spent here too much, but it is going to take me a little while to just get used to how long it takes us to charge the shot. I don't think I'm going to go to the shop. I think I'm just going to head down to the next floor. We're reasonably ahead on time, and I'd like to keep it that way if it's at all possible. Last few dailies, I haven't been thrilled with. I think I've had some relatively poor performances, so I'm looking forward to hopefully, you know, sorting that shit right out. I guess we should take missing poster. Maybe we can uncover a secret or something right here, although I would be surprised. Now, ideally, we would just kill every single enemy in one hit, but because we don't have actual brimstone, that's not going to be plausible. So instead, we will just keep ourselves as far away as possible until the moment of attack, and then we'll dive in there and do some damage. And, I mean, really, this is quad-shot Death's Touch Azazel. Even with the Azazel nerf, it should be relatively easy for us to get something going here. Range upgrades and tier upgrades are essential. Everything else, you know, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I would love to see some awesome, you know, synergies and tier effects, but you never know with Azazel. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. So you use a key for every single one of these that you open. So it's a little bit, dare I say, cost prohibitive. But as long as you get at least one key and something else back, I think it's worth it. And also, oh my lord, Cricket's head. And two enemies standing right next to one another that I completely botched because I tried to shoot before I was ready. Not it yet, not it. It. What? Oh, that's embarrassing. I really should not have been hit there. Still well worth the time spent, but a little frustrating. Rate of fire and range, man. I will want counterfeit penny here. The rate of fire, I can't stress enough. I was charging it that whole time. Still took forever to go. Now, mind you, what we're losing in rate of fire, we're making up for like 30-fold with the damage that we do, especially against bosses. But it's still a little annoying, I have to admit. And we've got to be very cautious about our HP as a result of this. Curse of the Maze is just absolutely making me sick of its shit right now. Spelunker's hat. You know, it costs us like 20 points or something to pick it up. Yeah, 20 points it looked like. And it's going to cost us a bomb every time we go to a secret room. But I feel like it's going to be super worth it. All we need is like, you know, 3 pennies per secret room for it to pay for itself. Why would I take Transcendence there? Well, I took it because it's 20 points, and I didn't think about it before I did it, so I really should not have taken it, you're right. But, you know, I don't want to get in the bad habit of not taking... Oh, such bad damage. I don't want to get in the bad habit of not taking items like Transcendence for score on a regular basis. Maybe that's... I need to go back to basics and just focus on, you know, doing the daily challenge the way I would do it in Spelunky, you know? When I sucked at Spelunky, I wasn't trying to ghost gems. I was just trying to get as far as possible. You know, there is something to be said for the KISS principle, which I believe is when she pulls the trigger on my love gun. It's actually keep it simple, stupid, but you get the idea. Love gun, love gun. Okay, like, I can't remember if I have to kill you to kill the boss, but we definitely won't be taking a deal with the devil here because I am bad and have taken a lot of terrible damage as a result of my rate of fire. We will pick this up and we'll try to take the pills. Full health. Pretty fly, that's good. Telepills. This didn't take us so far away to be completely terrible, but I am displeased. We really need to smarten up. That's pretty much the long and the short of it. The fact that I have not gone to the shop here is idiotic as well. We also need to find the second secret room, so let's go back here. Hopefully we can get an Eternal Heart. Have to remember, time is not worth all that much when it comes to the dailies. So, you know, sacrifice a consumable, and if there's a great item, we'll pick it up. There's not, but we will take the Spirit Heart. And you know what? I'll spend 5 cents to pick up a bomb there. Or a tower card, I should say. And it sucked, but, you know, life goes on. And we got more pills. Retrovision. Second Pretty Fly. This is already worth it. Telepills. Health up. 1 makes you small. This was very much worth it. Mind you, we have slowed down kind of drastically here, but I think I've been spending too much time caring about the pennies and hoping the pounds will take care of themselves. You know that old expression, take care of the pennies, the pounds take care of themselves. It's a very stupid expression in my opinion. It says don't worry about big purchases as long as you take care of your you know, day-to-day expenses and keep them as low as possible, you'll be rich. Not necessarily, my friends. Don't buy a car if you can't afford your coffee, you know? That's my philosophy on that principle. That makes no sense to me. We did save a bomb there, which is excellent. Oh, 2 balls of steel pills. Just wanted to pop those in such a way that I could get maximum charge time still. I hate to say this, but if our charge time is not going to increase, I could really do with some extra damage increases. That way I could actually kill every boss in one hit, because, you know, the whole goal on this run, on any daily run at this point, is to get to the daily challenge. Yeah, get to the daily challenge, which is very difficult. You have to hit tab in the main menu. Not everybody has the skills necessary to be cut out for that, but no, is to get to boss rush. And as of right now, I mean, we can get to boss rush fairly easily. Doing boss rush might be a little bit more of a challenge with our incredibly low rate of fire, but it could still work. I also see a blood bank here. Blood bank plus, you know, second secret room full of red hearts. Pretty obvious coin engine for us, and a coin engine is something that can generate a lot of points for us as well, and possibly give us just a benefit in terms of its ooh, so not worth it, but whatever. Possibly give us a benefit in terms of its payout as well. So we're gonna like 4-hit Mega Fatty if he keeps jumping in the middle of my attacks. Nah, more like a 3-hit no matter what now. Probably shouldn't have gotten in so close, but life goes on. I will probably take that, but first let's come in here. Now I'm like, oh shit, I definitely should have taken that other item first. Dark Bomb, I think, is the least of our worries right here. I would actually take the Pact over Abaddon, to be real with you, because I really want that Tears upgrade. And then, actually, now that I think about it, why don't we take Dark Bomb? And these will cost us. Every single one of these that we pick up costs us, which feels pretty bad, but I think it's well worth it, and then we will take the Tears upgrade. Okay, excellent. Our rate of fire should be somewhat better now. Dark Bomb, although it cost us points, Dark Bomb should also garner us points by turning red hearts we can't do anything with into spirit hearts we can do something with. Like to be out of this floor by 13 minutes in an ideal world. I guess I could use some more red hearts to play that guy. We are still going to go to our item room because, you know, something like Sad Onion would be just an outrageously good pickup. Sure, more bombs. We could use those. Again, like, I still feel like the best practice for daily challenges is to just knock out absolutely every single room that you can that is not going to cost you more time than it's actually worth. We traded a bomb for 2 pills. When you use those pills, you lose points, though, so I don't know if it's cost effective, so to speak. We'll find out. Pretty Fly, third Pretty Fly is well worth it, I think. And a range upgrade is actually pretty huge as Azazel. You know, if we're not getting Tears upgrades, a range upgrade somewhat compensates for our incredibly low rate of fire, because we can stand further away. It just makes it a little safer for us. Yeah, I'll take this. We could use it. Credit card probably beats telepills. Would have been great on this deal with the devil. Oh my lord. Let's do everything on this floor. I think we can do it. And I will throw down a bomb here, hoping for something like Magic Mush. We got... Wow, that's so good. Bomberman actually allowed us to get every single mushroom with this single bomb. That worked. And we got another telepills, which I don't care about, so we'll take credit card with us. Alright, all of a sudden, I'm feeling a lot better about how this is going. I'm not going to worry too much about the blood bank. Making sure that we can get to boss rush is much more valuable. You know, it's like a 5,000 point bonus. And we will... I probably should have let Dark Bum take that, but that's okay. We'll leave. There's no doubt that this should be a win. I hope that that's not something I've left in question too much. You know, Azazel getting to Mom's Heart should be a win. At least assuming he's not nerfed too heavily, it should be a win with, like, any permutation of items. But, we've botched it a little bit here so far. It's really, like, one of those situations where if we can just get that extra damage, we're, like, completely set. Extra rate of fire, I should say. We're completely set. We are quite fast. Alright, that was well timed. The problem is, like, I'm so slow with the rate of fire that I oftentimes find myself having to trade hits with enemies just to get in there, you know? And that can be a problem. But I think on boss rush, we're actually going to be disproportionately strong relative to the norm. And that's because, you know, we're fighting enemies who will probably only have to hit once or twice instead of fighting 2 or 3 enemies we have to hit once. And then most of the time, depending on your rate of fire, that would probably be roughly equal, but not for us in our current state. For sure. It's probably worth it. Definitely worth it from a survival standpoint. Not that we're probably too concerned with our survival right now, but it's always helpful to be a little bit better off. Kind of hoping for small rock, but hey, that had to be a good system for us there. Picked up a lot more than we let go. I like that a lot. The Steam sale. I wonder, I mean, because we're on the second to last floor, I don't think I'm going to take it, but I think Steam sale might be one of those daily challenge runs that's, or daily challenge items that's disproportionately good on the dailies versus how it is in normal games. And it can be pretty good in normal games. We don't need Aquarius, so we can start to min-max ever so slightly here. Did I let you? I didn't let you get that? Come on. Come on, come on, get the let out. Alrighty. And we want to be out of this floor by, you know, again, about 16:30 at the latest, so it is a little touch and go here. We could have used the credit card to get Steam sale, but I'd rather use it for a deal with the devil. Just to ensure our survivability as long as is possible. I don't know how much 2 of diamonds helps us. Similarly, I'd rather keep credit card than the hermit. And the reasoning behind that is just that the credit card is going to be way more valuable than probably a single key, if I had to guess. Rooms like this are going to be the killer, man. Like single spiders. That's why Beyonce wrote a song about single ladies, not about single spiders, because she was sick of your shit. I don't know if she actually wrote that song. I apologize to the songwriter if I've misrepresented it. I didn't mean to. I think 16:30 is still realistic for us here, because we are going to kill the boss, like, nearly instantly. But it all depends on which rooms we end up coming across. Like, leaving that dude alive is like another 4-second penalty. Which I don't really care about the 4 points. Mostly it's just, you know, being a little scared for getting to boss rush. 16:30 is not going to happen, but it's going to be like 16:38 or something like that. So I'm not going to sweat it all that much. Actually going to be a little bit longer than even that. Okay, runes. Algiz, Hagalaz, Yera, Algiz, Algiz. And a paralysis pill. We're just going to stick with credit card, unfortunately. Like, we could use Algiz against the boss, but, you know, why bother? It's only going to take 2 hits to kill him anyway. We're not really gaining anything out of any of those runes. Like, what are we going to use the Algiz rune for? I don't even think we need that. What are we going to use the Yera rune for? We're not going to the chest. We're just going to Mom's Heart, so. I wonder if just going to Mom's Heart also still gives us access to the Hush fight, though. Not that I would want to fight the Hush, given, you know, the fact that our range is incredibly poor. This is going to be a long, long time till touchdown brings me back again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh, no. Anyway, basically, I'm a rocket man. But it's going to be a long trip here. I'm a little skeptical of our chances to get to boss rush, which doesn't mean that I actually think we won't get to boss rush. Rather, it means that I have to get a move on, basically. Yeah, Daddy Longlegs will cost us points, but save us a ton of time, probably. I did get a quick glimpse of the boss fight being over here. It's the first damage we've taken in a little while, actually, so I'm not overly displeased. And again, like, the way it comes down to is that, or the thing it comes down to is that every boss is going to die very, very quickly. Mom herself will probably only take, like, 2 hits. Ultra Greed only took 1 and dropped just a buttload of consumables. By the way, really glad I did not buy the Steam sale. It turns out to have been, pretty much completely irrelevant. Also, Bum Friend, or Dark Bum, I should say, not giving us points. Good to know. Not good to know because it makes it a bad item, but good to know because it, you know, we'll plan around not worrying about that in the future. It's another paralysis option, so I think we'll just finish this off. Daddy Longlegs doing great work there. One more hit will do this. Doesn't have to be me, it could be Daddy Longlegs. We'll check out our deal with the devil quickly. It doesn't matter what we take, so we'll take Polaroid for the invincibility if we can get it. We'll definitely take Whore of Babylon. We can already fly. Whore of Babylon is like an all stats up, so we will really enjoy the extra rate of fire there. Now, do we want permanent Polaroid invincibility enough to not take the Halo here? I think we still have to take the Halo. And my thinking there is, yes, permanent Polaroid invincibility is worth a lot. However, and this will take us out of the Whore of Babylon state as well, but it could put us back in the Whore of Babylon state on our next deal with the devil, which is what I'm hoping for, which means we'll probably never get use out of the credit card, which means literally anything else would have been better than it, but that's okay. Now we're not worried about time. This play is entirely HP. The only thing that we're going to be concerned about is having enough HP to survive, taking as little damage as possible, and getting this, like, you know, 15,000... Or it's not 15,000, but like 5,000 point bonus for doing this in the first place. Hopefully we'll get like a Guppy's Paw at the end of this. And you know what? I think we still have Whore of Babylon for this room. Which actually now I feel even more vindicated in my decision-making process. We also just one-shot Carrion Queen, which if you're looking for other vindication, that's definitely up there. Wouldn't recommend dodging the way I did there. It's alright, though. Man, this is so much faster than the last few boss rushes we've done. I mean, I guess that's what, you know, quad shot, Azazel, every other high damage item in the game will give to you, but still. These guys are screwed. Although I did take damage there, which was mostly just my own idiocy on full display. Very satisfying to one-hit Ragman. Probably could have one-hit the bloat, honestly, if we were just there a little earlier. Wow, that really shows the difference in how much HP Monstro has versus Mega Fatty. We got their combined health bars down to like 20% before Mega Fatty died. Hello, Kate. You scared the shit out of me. The only reason I even knew you were here is because there was a breeze coming through the door. Where are you going? All right, you can do so. All
right, you want any?
I would love an iced Americano.
Excuse me, you want me to hold that freaking iced Americano and just pour
All right.
it?
Well, I didn't realize there was a condition. I'll just take a coffee then.
All right.
Thank you.
Good choice.
Apparently so. All right. I normally, you know, I know people are gonna listen to this and be like, oh, iced Americano, Mr. Fancy Pants here. I really like, I'm probably like bordering on having a crippling addiction to caffeine, which is basically just like, that could be the subtitle for most adult lives, is, you know, adult life, a crippling addiction to caffeine. But, not that I'm trying to downplay it, but when I get a coffee, I want that coffee like now. I don't want to have to wait, you know, 20 minutes to drink it. So that's why I get the iced Americano. And the reason it's iced is because, or the reason it's Americano is because sometimes I go like, oh, we don't have iced Americano. We only have iced, or we don't have iced coffee. We only have iced Americano. And I'm like, all right, give me an iced Americano. It's all the same to me. So we finished Boss Rush. We got our big point bonus. We got Ipecac, which is probably a big damage increase for us, I'm assuming. If not, then we will explode at incredibly close range, which is going to be bad for business. But, oh, it does do the poison damage, which is very nice. We're very fast now as well. And, Black Lotus. I mean, I'll take it because we, you know, it's so rare. We really don't need it. Like, it's probably going to be a detriment for us in terms of our daily score. But Black Lotus shows up so rarely that I can't be like, you know, fuck Black Lotus. Also, now that I actually play Magic the Gathering, I have a, you know, special reverence for this card that I will probably never see in the wild because each one of them is like, you know, $8,000 plus, depending on its condition and what set it was a part of. Okay. Chariot card. I mean, I would still really like to use the credit card effectively. It's just we probably will not have much of a chance. So is the Chariot card better? Yes, but it's hard for me to make that logical choice. You know what? Now the credit card just got more useful because we can use Guppy's Paw, put ourselves in the permanent Whore of Babylon state, and now we've got a huge bonus for various different reasons. And then we can take the Book of Belial. I'm not going to take the Bible, even though it would instantly kill Mom's heart, because we're basically going to instantly kill Mom's heart anyway, and taking the Bible is a 20-second penalty in terms of our time. Let me put it this way. It's not going to take us 20 seconds to kill Mom's heart, so I think that that is a pickup that is unnecessary. We get the Screw, which is non-essential, but I will take, because we can. And now we're, like, pretty much good to go. Is this, like, a full-run reroll? Even if it was, I probably would have done it, honestly, but... Instead, we're gonna make our way down here, and this is pretty much gonna be the end of the daily. Blow this guy up for some extra money. That did give us points still. And basically just trying to bum rush the game a little bit here. Yeah, rate of fire, let's put it this way. I mean, it's still a situation where I'm very happy to have the amount of damage that we do. Rate of fire is still kind of shitty, but it's not so bad as to be prohibitive at all. If I had to choose where the boss room would be, it would probably be through this middle room. This, like, long room, but probably just as fast for us to do this. Take care of the riffraff here. The good thing about Book of Belial is that it means that literally just like touching an enemy with the beam is going to kill them instead of having to keep it on them for a sustained length of time. That lets us do this kind of like drive-by stuff here. This, circle strafe almost, which is really good for business because it allows us to not put ourselves in as vulnerable of a position for as long, which I think is pretty important. This daily is already settled. Our score is going to be within, you know, whatever range it's going to be within. There's not too much we can do to change it at this point. Maybe you get points for the Dark Bum Spirit Hearts you get after you've left the room and re-entered. That seems somewhat short-sighted to me. I'd rather let Daddy Longlegs break him up, but I guess that's not possible. That is fine by me. I wish I hadn't been hit, but life goes on. Loki didn't stand a chance. And Chubb, pretty much the same boat. So I think we will... I mean, here's the thing. I'm not too optimistic about our performance on today's daily because I'm pretty confident that everybody is going to do relatively well considering the item pool that was involved here. But I think I'll put myself above, you know, maybe 30-40% of people automatically just as a result of doing boss rush. I mean, there are people who do the daily challenges that just don't give a shit about stuff like that. They just want to do the daily and compare their score with their friends, and that's super fine. Like, that doesn't bother me at all. As far as, like, hardcore, like, people who really know what they're doing and care about their scores in Afterbirth, you know, I'll probably be up there, but I wouldn't expect this to be, like, the best daily performance of all time or anything like that. I really felt like, in terms of min-maxing, that Maggie run that got lost to the ether was my best performance ever. But life goes on. Let me put it this way. This is the kind of run where I wouldn't be surprised to see, like, everybody on my friends list have a great score. Lost Holy Mantle? Anybody who had a great score, I feel like, had a very impressive daily that day. And I was thrilled to see it, even though I wasn't part of that collection personally. But this one is just kind of like, if you did it, you know? And I think in honor of yesterday's fight against the Hush, I'm probably not going to fight the Hush, even though we may have the option here. Although it's worth a lot of points. Well, okay, here's the thing. People were like, it's worth some points. We don't even get the option. It's worth some points, but at the same time, you have to basically get hit less than like 8 times to make it work. in terms of like the damage penalty versus the bonus you get and the time you lose, etc., etc. So we're rank 182nd. That's actually very strong, I think. See who's up here on my friends list. Yeah, that was it's a little surprising, I guess, that I'm so high, but I'll take it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this daily. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.